WWE Elimination Chamber takes place this Sunday in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Wells Fargo Center. Now, the build-up to this show has been a mess. And the reason is because WWE, for whatever reason, maybe it was Saudi Arabia's decision, but they decide we're going to do a pay-per-view in Saudi during WrestleMania season. That is the worst time to do a show because during WrestleMania season, you have the Rumble, and then a few weeks later, you'll have the Chamber, and then you're going to have like the remaining 5-6 weeks exclusively for WrestleMania. Here, what they did was they didn't have any time to build the Chamber because they said, okay, we're going to build WrestleMania, and decided to build up WrestleMania when it's a while out, but we also have to build up Saudi Arabia's show. So Elimination Chamber is by far the third least important. They make more money from Saudi than they do WrestleMania, which is pretty sad, but it is that's how it is now. So they had to build that up, and of course they build Mania up. And then Elimination Chamber just got thrown to the side and got pushed back to March. It's always in February, but they had to push it down to March so they have at least some time to build it up. So it's been a mess. Saudi Arabia just messes everything up. But you have a show, and I think this is the first time in WWE history since the brand split in which you do not have either the WWE or the Universal title defended on the show. Maybe they had some on single brand shows when Brock was champ and he would never show up, but I think when you have both shows represented, I don't think you've had a situation where you had neither title on the line. You have Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, the champions, which is fucking sad, I know. But both of them are champs, and they're not going to be on the show. Brock's certainly not wrestling after what they did with McIntyre and Raw. It would be awful, make McIntyre look bad. And Goldberg, I guess they can throw something in the last minute, but I don't think so. I'd highly doubt it. So no championship matches. You already have your big matches for Mania all set, so it does feel like a throwaway show, unfortunately. And the Elimination Chamber is one of the shows where you can get away with it because it's a chamber, it's a great gimmick. It's kind of like Hell in a Cell, where if it's a really cool gimmick, you can get away with it, but the chamber matches are not good, especially the women's match. I think that match is going to suck. That's going to be a horrible match, the women's chamber. I have very little expectations for that. But the rest of the show could deliver. So the women are on the poster, so I'm afraid that's the main event. Also, this is a quick tidbit. In Germany, they can't call it Elimination Chamber. They call it No Escape. I wish it'd be better just to call it No Way Out, actually. But they call it No Escape because, well, what happened in Germany with Chambers? Elimination. Well, it might remind you of something that could have happened. Or did it happen? I'm not sure. Anyway, here's the matches you have. Let's go through them. You have 6 matches. I'm recording this on Wednesday. It'll be uploaded tomorrow, which is Thursday. So if they add a match, I don't know when would they. I don't think they can add a match on NXT, but maybe they do. If they add a match, I'm sorry, but this is the 6 matches they have currently listed on Wikipedia. Here's where I'm getting it from. First, the WWE United States Championship. Andrade, the champion, defends his title against Humberto Carrillo. I like saying his name like that. Andrade wins. I believe he does. You know what? They could go with Humberto. They could do it. If they go with Humberto, they can get the belt on Angel Garza, who looks like they really want to push. So they could go with Andrade. It's a tough one. I'm going to say Andrade retains, but Humberto could win. I think Zelina Vega will be involved, and she's going to look great, as she always does. But I think she'll be involved. And maybe she messes up Andrade and he turns on Angel Garza. Something like that could happen. Because you'll have Angel Garza there, and you'll have... who's the other guy? Now, is Garza the face? I don't remember. There's 3. There's... Ray. Ray's going to be in Humberto's corner, I assume. So maybe Angel, something happens with them, and he costs Andrade the match. That could happen. I'm going to say he beats Humberto, but it wouldn't shock me to see Carrillo take it. I'm going to go with Andrade. Raw Tag Team Championship. The Street Profits defend their titles against Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. Murphy. Can't call him Buddy anymore. I think Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins are for sure going to win this. I do not see Rollins and Murphy taking the belts back. I think at WrestleMania, you have Rollins and Kevin Owens. That's fairly obvious. I think they're going to go with that. And that's going to be a good match. It'll be a good singles match. That's a perfect kind of match to start the show off. Because they'll kick it off really well, and they'll both work really hard, and they'll have a damn good match. And Rollins always starts off the show at WrestleMania, it seems. But that's a perfect match to start the show off with. But I don't see Rollins winning. I think Murphy will be relegated to the Andre Battle Royal, unfortunately for him. Maybe the Street Profits face the AOP, but I think they'll be on the pre-show. I think they'll defend their titles on the pre-show. I heard there's like 17 matches this year, so it's going to be hard not to get a spot, but I think they'll be on the pre-show. I think they win. They'll push them. I don't think they're going to push them really hard, but I think for sure they beat Seth Rollins and Murphy. So I'm picking the Street Profits to retain the Raw Tag Team titles. Next up, no disqualification match. Aleister Black against AJ Styles. I don't know where they're going at WrestleMania. I know it's going to be Undertaker and AJ in some form. They could easily go Undertaker and AJ Styles to the singles match, which I hope. Or they could do this if they really are behind Aleister Black and they want to give him a spot at WrestleMania, because he's not going to have a spot if he loses and he's not involved. They could do a situation in order to protect The Undertaker, who can barely move. They could have a handicap match in which you have AJ Styles and the whole OC, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, taking on The Undertaker and Aleister Black in a handicap match in which Undertaker basically endorses Black and gives him the win, and he gets a big one, and maybe they sets up Taker and Black at next year or something. You never know. They could go that route. Don't be surprised, because it'll be a much better match. Now, Undertaker and AJ 10 years ago is like an all-time classic match. It's on the level of the Taker-Shawn matches. Undertaker in 2020, we're not going to get that. I mean, they could go with that, but as an attraction, Taker and AJ is almost a dream match, or they might go with that anyway. I still think they're going to go with Undertaker and AJ, but they could go with that. So I think the Undertaker will be involved after the match. He could make an appearance. However, in this match, I think Gallows and Anderson are going to be involved heavily. They're going to battle Aleister. Aleister's going to try to fight back, but AJ eventually wins. I'm picking AJ Styles to defeat Aleister Black in a no DQ match. Next, the Intercontinental Championship, defending on a 3-1 handicap match. The champion, Braun Strowman, goes up against Shinsuke, Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. They could take the belt off Strowman, but I think they're going to give Strowman the win. I think he wins. I think they're going to push him as the monster, as the IC champ. It's the best they have for him. I think he gets it here. I'm not that interested in the match. It was kind of like the shit match, to be honest. I don't have much interest in this, but Strowman wins. Nakamura is a bum. I mean, 2 years ago, he won the Rumble. He's facing AJ for the title at WrestleMania. Now, he's nothing. Cesaro, they messed the boat on him about 6 years ago, to be honest. And Sami Zayn he just hasn't delivered on. He just hasn't gone over on the main roster as much as he potentially could have. So, Strowman's winning this. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship is defended in an Elimination Chamber. I think this is the first time they've done tag titles. They did it last year when Bayley and Sasha won the women's titles, but I think for a male tag team titles, this is the first time they've ever done it. So here you go. We have The Miz and John Morrison, the tag team champions, defending their titles against The New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker, the Lucha Host Party, Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, and Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Wow. This is a good match. This will be great. This probably should go on last, even though it's not hyped up, and it is a SmackDown tag, so somebody doesn't mean so much, but if they give them time, these guys are going to deliver. Look, Morrison's good. Miz is okay. Kofi will be great here. Big E will do really well. The Usos are awesome. Both of them will do well. Otis will be entertaining. Lucha Host Party can do some big spots too. Ziggler and Roode are decent workers. This should be a very entertaining match. They could do well here. I say give them the main event and let them tear the host down. Do not go with the woman. That match is going to suck. I'm sorry. But here, let them do that. I think it'll be good. I think we'll have a very fun match. I think the Miz and Morrison retain. I think Roode and so I think in order, Lucha Host Party goes out first. Then I think they'll do something with Mandy Rose, or something will happen in which Heavy Machinery goes out second. I think Roode and Ziggler go out third. I think the Uso or the New Day goes out fourth, and I think Jimmy and Jay got eliminated last, and Miz and Morrison retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Next, I assume this is the main event, but it's not confirmed. But the way it's being promoted, I think it is because it's on the poster. It's hard not to. But here we go. Number one contenders match for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. The winner faces Becky Lynch and challenges her for her belt. You have Natalya. You have Liv Morgan. You have Asuka. You have Ruby Riott. You have Sarah Logan. And you have, who's going to win this? Yeah, Shayna Baszler. Shayna's going to kill everyone. She destroys all of them. I think she eliminates every one of them. They could even have her come first and just have her kill everyone. Or maybe she comes out last and kills everyone. She's going to massacre them. This should be a quick match. This could open the show and let the tag title main event. But this should be a quick match. And they need to showcase Shayna. I think she's going to beat Becky Lynch. It's going to piss some Becky fans off, but I think she's going to kick Becky's ass. I don't think it's going to be like a Brock and Cena type match from SummerSlam a few years ago, but I think it's going to be a dominant title, and she's going to dominate Becky. She's going to beat her up, and she's going to choke her out, and Becky's going to go unconscious, and she's going to keep choking her, and she might bite her neck again. She's going to leave Becky Lynch a bloody mess, and Becky's going to get her ass kicked really bad. And the money in Becky to make her a top babyface again, to get her over to where she was a couple of years ago when she was really over, is chasing. That's the truth. She's been champ for a year. I think if she beats Shayna, which it is a possibility to do a fluke roll-up where she wins. They could do that. But if she beats Shayna, I think it hurts Becky because that might get the fans to turn. It's like, oh, we're getting sick of her. But I think in order to get sympathy on Becky, you're going to have Shayna rape her. No, I mean, I'm just joking, but kill her. Beat her up really bad. Beat her up bad, and I think she does. And I think they have to get her over big, and she has to look like a fucking killer here. She really should have just won the Royal Rumble. It would have been better. Just didn't need to have Charlotte win, but whatever. They could just have Charlotte go to NXT anyway without winning the Rumble. You didn't need to have Charlotte win the fucking Rumble. But Shayna's going to win here. As order elimination, I think Sarah Logan goes out first. Liv Morgan goes out second. Ruby Riott goes out third. And I think Natalya will go out fourth. And I think Shayna eliminates Asuka at the end. Could be Natalya. They could go friends. That'd be okay too. But I think Shayna takes out Asuka. I think Asuka and Kyrie probably defend their titles against Natty and Beth Phoenix. Probably it's going to happen. They could do something. I don't know. What could they add? Maybe Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. I don't know. But I think they'll have a match too at Mania. Might be on the pre-show, but they'll be booked, I assume, because there's supposed to be 17 matches. But yeah, I'm definitely going Shayna Baszler to win this match. That's lock. And that's Elimination Chamber. So hopefully we get a good show this Sunday. Philadelphia, one of the hardest wrestling crowds. If you have a bad show, they're going to make you pay for it. So hopefully we've got a good show, and I'll see you for my review for Elimination Chamber immediately following the show this Sunday night.